Sorry.
Yeah. You do that for every Apple product as well, so I'm well acquainted with that nonsense.
Use that point to pry the battery connector straight up out of its socket on the motherboard. Remove the battery. Apply a few drops of adhesive remover or high concentrate
Oh no,
90%.
nope, fuck that, fuck that. I that was like one of the things you had to do with an iPhone, and I fucking hate it
Okay.
because
Yeah, I mean, it's you need an you can get an iFixit adhesive remover.
yep, I hate that shit too because it basically melts. It's almost like acetone kind of a thing.
Hmm.
It's a super aggressive solvent that destroys the coating of like whatever the battery's encased in, so you can't ever safely handle that shit. And they're all lithium batteries, so you can't just throw them in the trash because it'll set the dumpster on fire. So now you need to have this battery with a half dissolved case sitting in your house until you can find some place to recycle it.
But you could use isopropyl alcohol too, and microfiber cloth apparently.
Yeah, I tried that on dissolving the adhesive to my old iPhone battery. It does not do jack shit. So
Well, there
I
you
like
go.
I like to contest that assertion.
I say half an hour tops to put a new battery in,
Uh,
provided you have the correct tools.
I mean, I have an iFixit kit, so I definitely have the right tools. Because working on Apple stuff without an iFixit kit is just misery.
There you go. So you have the adhesive remover too.
No, I don't. I have all the screw bits.
So you don't
Well,
have the right tools.
Yeah, I try using the isopropyl to get a iPhone battery out. I just end up using a credit
mhm.
card instead because it was faster, and it was honestly less risky than like trying to squirt solvent into like an under a circuit board. So I legitimately didn't know if we were playing today after Seth put that stupid Batman meme on. Like I thought maybe honestly thought he was just fucking with me the entire time.
That
Like
was great
oh,
work.
everyone just tell him we're playing so he can log on and be like, "What are you logged on, you fucking idiot? Don't you know you play every other week?"
I did have to consider that. Nobody log on.
Yeah, no, nobody log on for 5 minutes. The ACs that no one's playing, they fucking goes to bed. What happened to the wizard? He's
You
sleeping.
can't go to bed. You need to stay up and make sure your heat works.
I mean, it'll run. Like it's just it sometimes takes four cycles or five short cycles to move it a degree, and it's just really obnoxious to listen to.
Wrap the electric blankets around the pipes.
They're in the walls, dude.
Open the
Rip
walls.
out all your walls and
Open
insulation.
the walls.
Sounds like quitter talk, eh?
What?
Sounds like quitter talk.
Hey man, I'm looking forward to you coming by tomorrow while I'm at work and coming home to just fully working uh
Oh,
heat. That's my
hold
dream.
on one. That was my doorbell. Hold on one second.
Jehovah's.
No, Nicole's got somebody picking up, borrowing our steamer. I'll be right back.
When we never saw him again.
Yep. Jehovah's Witnesses.
So unfortunately, there's no recap this week because I did not have time. So we have a song, but no
Oh.
recap. I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were playing
How
until Saturday.
fucking dare.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were playing. I thought it was next weekend or next Monday.
I honestly thought so too, and I just agreed to it so that it didn't sound stupid arguing with people.
I know. I don't know where this came from. So, which I'm fine with it. I just didn't have time
I know
to
Chris
totally
cannot
get.
do next weekend.
Okay.
Or why are we saying weekend? Monday.
Monday and whatever.
Cannot do
Just to
next
keep
Monday.
just to keep track of
No, I do not want to talk to you. Sorry.
the Jehovah's Witnesses. That's rude.
No. Nicole's sailing friend that's borrowing the steamer to take wallpaper off their walls.
Oh.
She had me put it out on the porch, so he's like, "Oh, I just wanted to ring the doorbell. I didn't want you to think you're getting robbed." I was like, "No, we put it out there so you could grab it and not bother me." This is the whole point.
So, Chris, what did you think of the Demon Slayer
Oh
finale?
my god.
One
That
of the
fucking
best
show.
animated shows I've ever seen in my life.
Yep. Fantastic.
Yeah,
That
I was just the last episode was like whatever. It was just like a wrap up episode, but the second to last episode, Jesus Christ, it was incredible.
Yep. They do a fucking fantastic job.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I started watching it. I didn't even know what it was. I was looking for something to watch, and it was on Crunchyroll. Just the first episode had aired. I'm like, let me watch this, and I put it on. And even that first episode, I think I rewatched it 3 times. Like I just
Really?
replayed it.
I fucking hated it when I first watched it.
Did you?
I was like, this show's boring. There's no plot. I was like, it's just like they're just like rushing into it, but it's like now I realize it's like they don't really care about setting up the world. They just had a story that they wanted to tell, and the first like 6 episodes are like, all right, let's just get to the part that we want to get to quickly. But yeah,
Jesus.
I didn't really. It wasn't until the like the drum, you know, what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
yep.
It wasn't
Yeah,
until
the guy
that
that
when I was like hooked. Yeah.
that is that is a that is a very good arc too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the movie or did you watch it as episodes?
I watched the movie. I had one of my friends came over and we watched it together.
Actually one of the few things I went to the theater to go see.
Oh, really? You got to see it in
Mhm.
theater? Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't have a chance to. There was only like one theater around here playing. It was only playing for like one weekend, so
He's
Yeah.
a friend of Brian's took him. He'd never seen the show at all, and just took him to see the movie. And he was like, and the movie's slow to start with. Like he's like he was bored out of his mind, and then the last quarter of the movie hit, and he was like, "What the fuck? Holy shit!"
Yeah, I honestly the entire train portion of it until the train crashes
Yep.
could just be cut. I don't really care about that, but then that last, like you said, the last act of it is just like it's so good.
Phenomenal.
The story is like meh. It's not a great story.
No.
It's serviceable. It serves its purpose,
Mm-hmm.
but the animation is just it's unbeatable. There's
Yep.
nothing that looks that good on an anime right now.
This is true. That studio is supposedly just doing fantastic work.
They're the same
all over
ones
the
who
place.
are doing the Attack on Titan last season, and I honestly think the last season of Attack on Titan looks like horseshit.
I agree. It doesn't look great at all, and I'm
But
not.
and it's the same studio, which is insane to think about.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's because they took it over and haven't been doing it from the beginning.
That and they were they were set up to fail from the beginning when the I don't know, whoever owns the IP approached them to finish it because the other studio refused to meet their insane deadlines. They were like, shit, yeah, we'll take over the most popular anime on TV right now with this insane deadline that we have no hope of meeting unless we cut lots of corners.
Exactly. How many episodes does that have?
In this season, I think 22, 24
Okay,
that they've
so we're
done.
almost done. No,
Yeah,
I was
I think
trying.
we've got like 6 left, something like that.
Seems like a lot to wrap it all up.
Yeah.
And you said it, are you watching Jujutsu Kaisen?
I needed some other like action anime after Demon Slayer ended, so I got to like episode like 15 of it, but just never finished it, so I'm rewatching it now. I'm on like episode 6.
Okay. That's like a slow burn too, but
Yeah.
takes off.
Rewatching it, I'm like, this is just Naruto, right? It's
Yeah.
just Naruto in modern day.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost no different. Like character for character, plot point for plot point, it's like the same show.
This is true. As I am slogging back through every episode of Naruto so Aoife and Rin can watch it.
I'm reading Boruto right now. It's terrible. So bad.
I've heard Baruto is just eye candy. Just
Mhm.
what I've heard about Baruto is just skip to the fight scenes, watch them, enjoy them, and then That's basically all you need to do.
It's not great.
Uh,
But grab
Not-
a bag of snacks or something.
I watched like 200 episodes of Shippuden, and I was trying to force myself to keep going, and I think I'm just done. I think I'm done.
oh, really?
Yeah, I got to
Where are you?
the Sasuke just killed what's his name? Danzo.
Bonzo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It gets
That's
better.
that's what I've
It gets
I'm not
better.
the thing is I'm not like disliking what's going on.
Mhm.
It's just like
It's long. It's a
it's
lot.
just so much to get through.
I think it was easier when I was doing it live and like the episodes were coming out once
And
a
I'm even
week.
skipping all the filler too. And
Shit.
I'm still like
Yeah.
it's just mostly I think it's just mostly that there's so much other stuff I want to watch and I don't have a ton of time to watch
Yep.
anime.
That
So
makes
I'm like
sense.
I could either watch 300 more episodes of Shippuden or I could go watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
This is true.
This is the only way that I got into One Piece was by
Oh my
eschew-
god.
not watching it and just reading it instead. Because I have a lot of time when I go to bed to like read a few chapters like as I'm like going to sleep, but like trying to like watch like 25-minute episodes, like 1,000 of those is like impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So I would highly recommend people consider mangas as an alternative if that is an option.
Yeah.
Ye does the manga a lot. But yeah, you're right. Like that's One Piece is a fucking undertaking. I started it. I don't know how many seasons I'm in, and I just stopped. And I know I didn't get to any of the
lot.
real good shit yet. So
I mean, if you really think about it, Naruto is just as big, if not bigger, at this point.
Yeah.
If you consider all three series together, like there's, I know there is exactly 500 episodes of Shippuden.
There's 9 seasons of Naruto's, and most of them are 25 episodes a clip. The first couple seasons were shorter, but the kids and I I think we're in season 6 right now.
Let's see.
Yeah, well,
How
One
many-
Piece is around 1,000 episodes right
Yeah,
now.
I
I
would
actually
say,
don't
and
know
it's still
episode
going.
wise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, chapter wise, like I'm in like the 250s, and there are like 1,200 released, so I'm
Yeah,
getting
so
there.
Shippuden is 500 episodes. Original Naruto is 220, and Boruto is currently at 237. So they're almost neck
they're
and
like
neck. They're
directly
both about
equivalent.
1,000. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
There
that's
was
crazy.
I ended up downloading a fan recut of the original Naruto and Shippuden into
Mhm.
like Naruto Kai. I think it's only like 80 episodes because they cut
Jesus.
out so much fluff.
Well, you've seen it though, so like the stuff is history too. So it goes back to history. Like
Yeah, but
you wouldn't give a shit about Obito if you hadn't watched the fucking 20 episodes of Obito's story, you know?
no, but
That's
like
the problem.
there's also like a lot of just camera panning. Like you don't realize how much slow camera panning there is. It's like it's like the same deal with like Dragon Ball Kai, right? Like they cut the entire series like Dragon Ball Z through the Cell games down to like 95 like 25-minute episodes.
Mm.
Because they got rid of 90% of like the squat and grunt that defined Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Much as I'd love to keep talking about anime. We good for a Will?
I got
This is our anime stream. Welcome everyone.
We can make a lot of money if we pivoted, is all I'm saying. We seem to have a
We're an
lot of
anime
knowledge.
podcast now.
Yeah, we seem to have a lot of knowledge of at least one or two anime series.
no.
All right, I'm out of this one.
Me too.
But, yeah, call me back when you're on something I like.
No. This is perfect. You're gonna be the layman, the guy who
Right.
doesn't know
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I gotta be the
Unbiased
straight
opinion.
guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Do
we're gonna make you watch through it.
And
Oh,
we
no.
record their reactions, right? Like when
Yeah.
It's just this.
You know, actually, I feel like that might
Will's-
not be a bad thing.
I feel like
for
Will could be the neutral
monetization.
party and Josh is just the guy that hates everything. Like,
Oh my
nope,
god,
that's
how
fine.
did you know?
Nope, that's fucking retarded. You guys are all stupid.
All right, everyone's
Finally,
got,
right there's an episode. You know what? That wasn't half bad. Everyone's like, the fuck?
all right, everyone's got Fred vote up.
Yeah.
All right, I think
I see.
Chris
I see a Fred
Brumady.
vote.
I do not because it's not streaming.
No,
Oh,
it's turned up.
what is my problem?
No, I
sorry.
I
let
got-
everyone else
you
know
have
before
to-
you jumped in. So we have a song but no recap because I didn't actually realize we were playing today. So
Gotcha.
I put together the song with Josh to edit like an hour ago, we'll say.
Also, there's one
All
stanza. Don't judge me, but otherwise, I think it's alright.
good.
Barkeep, another round of drinks for Candy's Crusaders. I'll take mine with an umbrella. Jode, you gotta tell us the next part of this song. We can't wait to hear it.
The party fended off the attack, but the bar was all but ransacked. Keeping two of the assailants for questions, our party spends time on many digressions. Our druid threatens to burn some wounds left by Barley, who had previously pruned. Lord, however, a man of reason, tried to cooperate, surely committing treason. Plagued by the spell which the party had yet seen, he writes runes on a parchment, writing as if routine. Our party sets off on the journey at last, going back to the home of kobolds past. The party arrives at the door of the town, surrounded by walls and with many kobolds abound. Jode vouches for his heathen friends, and he is lifted in spirit by endless commends. The party searches for those that attacked Sharona, but none knew of the wolves' persona. The party retires to an inn, and none were prepared for what happened within. Gangris determined he had an important quest, with gifts given by Gangris. His wishes the party acquiesced. The laughing afterwards, I think, is just rude.
My only complaint is that you said her name wrong, and I don't know if that's just canon or if that was. We'll just call it canon.
Oh, what's her name?
Sharona?
Sorota.
Oh, I thought it was Sharona this whole time. Fuck.
I blame Will. I was
Yeah.
like, Will, what's her name? I need it.
I'm so I thought it was Sharona this whole time.
It's okay. So did I.
Sorota?
Yep.
Oh,
It's a regional dialect that Barley has. It's fine.
Yeah,
There we go.
Exactly.
You said that. I was like my Sharona. All right, that sounds weird.
Yeah, I
but
thought
all
it
right.
was a weird choice, but I'm like, I'm not gonna judge.
This is just a thing in this world. Panacea, Sharona.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen,
no one can agree.
It's just the spelling. It's just like listening to an audiobook. And you're like, I don't know
No,
how
it's-
to spell that
obviously-
character's name.
It's because this story has been passed down for generations, so
That's true.
things just
Yeah.
get lost in
Things get
translation.
changed, yeah.
Okay, real quick before we start, has anybody been following the Monsters of the Multiverse?
No.
Okay, cool. Then I'm
I-
telling you guys all for the first time.
If I say yes, can I get an inspiration?
No. So Wizards is releasing a book called Monsters of the Multiverse, which looks to be the first in a series of what's probably going to be 5.5e. And they're completely reworking how races work. Like, fundamentally reworking the entire system from the ground up of how races work.
Oh boy.
I mean, to be fair, the way that works now is probably the weakest part of D&D because you're basically shoehorned into using specific races for certain classes, which is really
Exactly.
shitty,
And the
so-
very first thing that they announced is that they are getting rid of that, and that races are no longer tied to ASI bonuses.
Yeah, which is the best thing. Like,
Isn't that what Custom Lineage essentially did, though? They just
Yep.
made
Yeah.
it so
it
that you
did,
could
but
do
the
whatever
problem is
you
no
wanted.
one- yeah, no one uses it really.
No one used it, right?
Yeah, same thing as
Also,
custom
like,
background. Yeah.
It's not a
Custom
public
Lineage
world,
was
so you
just
can't-
like, it also made it so that you would just forego your ASI for a different shoehorn. You'd just be shoehorned into a different thing instead of whatever your ASI bonus
Yeah,
was.
It's kind of racist to assume that everyone of a specific race is good at the same thing.
Right.
Like,
Every elf
there's
is either
no
a mage
strong
or a
elves.
bow user.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I
think
for-
it's amazing.
I,
I
for
am
one-
super excited about it,
I for
and
one
there's
will
like
be
a ton of
glad
link.
when I don't have to be variant human every game because it's the only one that gets a feat, which is fucking horseshit. So
So
Be a
this right
custom lineage
here.
half orc and get a feat.
So this right here, so there's only been like leaks so far. There hasn't been anything official. There's leaks and hints and screenshots and tweets and all that stuff. So this is a compilation of everything that has been leaked so far. So take it with a grain of salt. Not everything may be official, but there's a lot of really good information in here. That being said, when this releases, who knows if that's in a couple weeks, couple months, whatever. Just feel free. We can have a session of like reworking and rebuilding characters with these if we want to, or keep them the way they are if you want to keep them the way they are. But
Barley's gonna turn into an orc.
I mean, I'd prefer that we don't do that. We're not going to change change races, but if you want to use the new rules for your race, then yeah, feel free. We'll
Cool.
make it work.
Cool.
Yeah, some of the interesting things on there, which one of them I'm not super excited for, which is speed is now normalized. No matter what race you are, you
That's
have
dumb.
30
I think
feet.
that's dumb. Yeah, that's dumb.
I think that's dumb. Some of the things that are cool though is, unless specified, most races can be small or medium creatures now. So you can just be like,
Be a midget orc or
Uh,
midget.
you can be a
whatever.
orcs. I think are out of there, but
All halfling.
like elves could be
Elf?
small or
Yeah.
medium.
I can be a medium gnome. Like you're just the beefiest gnome.
Right. There's like a lot of cool stuff like
That's what
that.
I'm saying.
You could be a gnome fighter, a
They've-
medium-sized gnome fighter.
They changed short rest traits to now be, instead of only on like traits that only refresh on a short rest, now can be used a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. So
Good job,
big buff there to
Warlocks.
some races.
Oh, where's Hobgoblin?
Weapon proficiencies are no longer to like specific weapons; they are to weapon classes. So it's not just like if you're an elf, you're proficient with bows and just that. It's just like you're proficient with martial weapons. The other thing that's really interesting is that any trait that allows you to cast a spell for your race can use any of the 3 spellcasting modifiers, your choice, when casting it, rather than being locked into whatever that spell's
Nice.
That's actually cool.
Having a tiefling
ability
wizard
score.
but innate spellcasting as charisma was stupid.
Right, exactly. So all this stuff is there's like a handful of things I'm like, I don't really like that, but most of it is really good. So anyway,
They
I'm
did nerf
excited.
Hobgoblin.
yeah, this is probably the most exciting thing in a long time. Anyway, where were we?
Goodbye, Gangris.
Oh yeah, Genghis.
Follow
Khan.
him.
I'm assuming he left his stuff, right? I take a horn.
No, he takes that definitely with him.
God fucking damn it.
Well, he's
Greedy
going to need
bitch.
it to in case he gets ambushed. So I feel like that is appropriate.
We
feel
never
bad, we
even
never
saw
got-
it in
I
action.
never saw the horn.
Just
Fucking
blow it
horn.
one time before you leave, please.
He's gone. He's long gone. He's
God
walking away.
damn it. I pat Steamy on the head.
You bastard.
So what was Rodok doing? What's going on with Rodok right now?
Rodok was with you the entire time. He was just very quiet because
He's very cold.
He was very cold.
Rodok, you seem to be really quiet in that that alchemy shop, that spell shop. What happened with that?
We are not gifted with abundance of resources at the moment. I feel like since we have made a contact, we can return once our greater mission has been fulfilled.
Okay.
We're returning there anyway. She's got.
So we go back. She take off.
I will let you know that the spell scrolls are very reasonably priced. So.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yet then in that case, let us go. Let
I
us
don't think
return
you
to the
have any
shop.
gold.
No,
Rodok.
we go soon. She said tomorrow.
All right. We can go back tomorrow. What are we doing now?
Getting arrested,
I
so
think
we
Seth
can't go
wants you to
back
go to
tomorrow.
the spell.
No, you don't have to go
Spell
now.
song.
I just don't want you to be like discouraged from going back to a second time just because you were not here before.
Oh.
Like if you want to explore it more, feel free.
I definitely intend on going back too. So
Yeah, that's all.
I kind of need to.
I mean, there is a couple level 1 spells things I would like to get at some point. Namely, spells like Disguise Self or
How much money do you have?
Magic Missile.
Well, zero. You have all.
Yeah,
No spend on booze.
That's what I'm saying. I already spent it all.
I mean, I listened to the stream. I believe you attempted to hand away all our gold, but was summarily
I did
denied.
hand away, according to the stream currently, I handed away 88 gold to the bartender at
True.
Blades and Brews.
That's-
But that was
Blades and Brews is
that
sitting
was an
pretty.
investment opportunity.
That's an
This
investment.
is
That's fair.
branding. I give Rodock a hat, by the way. This is Blades and Brews. You gotta wear this all the time. I'm sorry.
But unfortunately, it's a trucker hat, so it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
crappy.
an awful look on you. Like it does
Yeah.
not mesh with what you got going on, but you gotta wear it anyways. Everyone
I'm gonna-
does.
I'm
We
gonna
all have
bend-
matching trucker hats.
Gonna bend the bill. It's fine.
No, my hat better.
So
Jode's got
so
booty
Joe,
shorts. That says Blades and Brews on the back.
So Jode is still wearing the shiny bracelet.
Yeah.
We're working on that.
Okay. All right. I have nothing else to add at this moment.
All right, so you guys are going. You guys, I'm trying to remember. I know it's only been a week, but you guys stopped at the right before going to the inn, or you guys are in the inn right now?
We're in the inn.
Yeah, that is where we think about it, Gingras. I believe the plan was to get information and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the place where I believe people asked specifically if they would talk to them and not just me.
That's right. Jode's like the king of bigger water.
Yeah. So a human, approaches you as you're sitting, presumably around a table, with a very distinct rat on his crest on his tunic. And he's like, "Is there welcome? Welcome to I can't remember what I named this inn."
Blades and Brews 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Oh no, this was the burning
Oh,
burning
Mug.
tankard, I think, or the burning mug.
I think it was Mug.
I think Burning Mug.
All right, it's the burning mug. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah, I
didn't
found it
write
written down. Yeah, Burning Mug.
Hey.
Okay. Welcome to
Human
the burning
with
mug.
rats.
Is there anything I can get you? Are you staying the night? Or are you just here to eat? What can I help you with?
Beers for everyone. And I give them 10 gold.
But
Let me just deduct that
I
from the sheet
rain,
here.
rain back 9 of the 10 gold.
I'm sorry. Do you have a text document that feeds into Streamlabs? Because
He
if you don't,
he
you can't control that.
he says, "Oh, thank you very much. Would you guys like a private room? You know, or I can give you a private
Private
booth.
rooms for all of us.
Do you have a champagne room of sorts?
There's yes, but there's no sex in it.
Can we use gold towards room tonight?
You can buy whatever you'd like with that much money.
How much do they cost?
Beers for the whole bar.
What?
Listen, you guys want to make friends, right? You want to get information?
Fine,
This is how you
sir.
make friends.
I'm having a hard time determining what you're actually doing, Will, and what you're just fucking with Gay.
I spent 10 gold on how many beers does 10 gold get me in this bar?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
No,
that's
we
that's
also
the whole.
get rooms.
Nope, that's
also
more.
rooms.
I got more gold, Joe.
Oh
Look,
my God.
I got this whole bag here. Look.
We need gold.
I whispered, Joe, you need to get the bag away from him.
guys
As
knew
he
what you got
says
into.
that the barkeep that comes over, yells out to the room. He's like, ale on the house for everyone, and the whole place just lights up.
On
and
the house? No, it's
everybody's
on
cheering.
us.
And he's oh, I mean on what was your name again, sir?
It's
Jode.
Barley's team.
Ale on Jode and Barley for the whole house, and everybody gets up and cheers again. You see a whole bunch of
minus
I
10
stand-
gold to make
there's
stand
a
up
few
twice, one-
barkeeps just all scudding around, like quickly trying to give out and fill all these. There's probably a couple dozen people in here.
I put one leg on the on my stool and I do a grand gesture pointing to my shiny new but somehow poorly made trucker hat with the Blades and Brews logo. Tonight's festivities brought to you by the director of media and promotions for Blades and Brews.
There you go. There you go,
Hope you,
Rodak.
guys, hope you guys have a great time and visit us at the Crossroads.
Is it rude to market another bar
Yeah.
with a bar?
Well,
That's
it's
an
cross
interesting.
promotion.
That's
They're not in the same
interesting.
town. They're not.
We're in a different town. Like
Yeah,
it's
no.
just come rest your heels on like during your
Oh,
travels.
listen, it's not for me to decide. It's for Seth to decide.
Yeah, no, they're all for it. It's synergy.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, brand
Um,
synergy.
exactly. You do that in the whole. Again, there's just this uproar of cheering from everybody, and everybody's raising glasses to toast in your direction as everybody's drinking.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and have a bunch of beers. So,
Okay.
do what you do.
Can I look around and see if anyone is wearing the wolf token emblem? Since we know that they're obviously related to the various families.
So you don't see any wolf specifically. You do see obviously the rat one was serving you. There is a horse that is kind of like manning the bar. And there's a couple other various
Are
like
there any
smaller ones.
predatory animals? Because that seems to be the theme.
No, there is a couple things like a rabbit, a fish, a few things like that.
Predatory
But
against
nothing
vegetables.
predatory.
We
That's
talked
fair.
to the rat barkeep likes us now. He might have some information.
I think
Can I
someone
have
with a
you?
little better crowd facing can ask.
Yeah, can I have you guys roll like a perception? All everybody.
Oh, Seth,
Actually,
I want
no,
to.
actually, I lied.
I'm in
Just
my cups, so
I was gonna say just Rodok since he's the one who's actually like looking for this.
I'm trying to get Joe drunk. That's my goal for today. He seems like he'd be real fun. So.
Rodak rolls an 11.
Okay.
Oh, just
That's real
one
quick.
more, Joe. One more here. Tip
I
advantage.
just want this stated now so we don't forget. I thought that I had picked up something that gives me advantage on perceptions. It is just double my proficiency, so I do not have advantage under any circumstances. Just so you
It
know,
is close.
unless
You've
something
been
else
lying
changes.
for
But
7 sessions.
I
Honestly, I feel
know.
like
God.
double proficiency is arguably.
We got to
better
go
than
back to session
Roll-
1
roll it
and
all
redo
back.
it.
Roll it all back.
Roll it back, yeah. Session 1. Oh, look at this boat, guys.
This boat is definitely haunted.
Just
Guys, let's check the manifest real quick
I
before
was
we get
looking
on
at my
board.
sheet and I was like, wait a minute. Oh
we
no.
could speed run this adventure the second time through. Like we know all the shortcuts.
Speaking of which, what is the kid doing right now while you're drowning in a couple
He's
cups of
drinking.
ale?
I got him. He's not drinking. I'm not a totally negligent father figure. So he's got some chicky nuggets and some like a milk.
Chocolate.
First of all,
Does he
Chocolate
have
milk? Yeah.
does he have a menu that he can color onto?
Yeah. Yep. He's
Oh,
into
yeah.
being entertained. So he's living his best kid life right now. He's got my iPhone, right? Because I don't know how you took kids out to restaurants before iPhones, but
I think you just told him to sit down and shut up.
no, I would never do that. He's running up my data, but it's okay. I love him. I'll pay that overcharge.
Oh, you have Google Fi? Just pay by the gig?
So Rodok, you feel like you're being watched, but you're not really sure how or why.
I turn to Abs. Hey, buddy. Since you and I are the only ones facing the chopping block here, you feel anything weird? I feel kind of weird. I just don't know where it's coming from.
I don't feel anything weird at all.
Are you sure you don't want to try a perception check first before telling me you don't feel weird?
Yes, I feel like you should roll some dice.
Well, then before I do that, I'm gonna slap myself and give myself guidance.
As you're doing this too, the roar of the kind of dining hall is growing louder and louder as people are. There are drunk humans and kobolds all over the place. There's a couple various other races in here too, but mostly humans and kobolds.
Okay, I'm gonna scan around to see if I see anything nefarious. Like I could a D4 on top of that. Sure.
I know who to appeal to.
22.
Nefarious, no, but you do notice somebody who is just kind of like in the corner cleaning, keeps like making eye contact with you after you notice it, and kind of looking away after, just something about them. It seems like they just are interested in you guys.
What do they look like?
Someone's got a crush.
It's kind of like a younger male human with a bat on their crest.
It's bad.
Just kind of like pretty, not they're like in like pretty average clothes, like they're not like rags or anything, but they're just like average,
Nondescript.
yeah, nondescript.
I tapped Rodoc and I said, you should probably go talk to that person trying not to look at us over there.
It's me, Man Bat.
I look at my inventory to see how much money I have. I have 3
It's
gold pieces
0.
left.
No, I
have
robbed that
three-
when you were cold.
I've
I
kept my mouth
disagree.
shut about all the gold that I have. All I
Yep.
bought was a
It's fine.
kit.
Everyone's got their own gold pile. That's fine. This is our communal gold pile.
I have 3 gold. Leave me the fuck alone.
I
did
also
not
have my own gold.
I did not buy crossbows and
I did that
potions
for the
and
I
shit.
earned 2 extra gold in the first session too that I have not spent yet.
Listen, I did that for the team.
Okay, so you've looked at your 3 gold inventory.
So I pull out one of my gold and I slide it to the barkeep. Hey, barkeep friend.
Yeah. Do you need more drinks? What can I get for you?
I feel like we
s-
paid for the whole night, by the way. I don't know if you have to give her more gold.
are we set?
No takesy backsies.
Okay, all right. And I slide one of my gold that I'm now going to deduct from my inventory over to the barkeep. You see our friend there with the bat? You know him?
Yeah, that well, I mean, you don't. She's just. I mean, he's just cleaning. Like, he's. If you need anything, just let me know. I'm your server for the night.
No. No, I just want to buy him a hot meal and a drink, and you can just send him on over to us for a little chat. You can keep the change.
He's like, wow, you guys are just so generous. I appreciate that. I'm sure he will love it. And he walks away. And as you watch him walk over to the kid cleaning, kid, as soon as he says that, immediately looks embarrassed and kind of hides behind a door and just gets out of sight. And you don't see him again for a while.
Oh, I was just gonna say as he looks at us embarrassed, I'm gonna do like the very like dramatic like wink.
Yeah, he's every once in a while you can like see him like peeking out and looking at you, but he just eventually you just don't see him.
Every time he peeks out.
Do you ever feel like sometimes we single-handedly ruin these people? Like
Yep.
it's like someone walking up to you and giving you like $100,000 and being like, "Bye," like it just fucks with your whole life. Like we ruin the economy of this town single-handedly.
No, we brought prosperity.
No, see, every tip has to be split evenly among all
Oh,
the servers.
Tokes. Yeah, Toke. That's a good system. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is totally not how I envisioned this. I envisioned the two of us walking over and just talking to the fucking person, but
Yeah, he has
Nope.
gold to burn. It's burning a hole
I
in
do
his
not have
pocket.
gold to burn. I have 2 gold.
More drinks for everyone. I reach
I-
into
it
my gold pouch.
I will just want this callback to the infamous Nor's 2 gold.
oh,
Subscribe for more of this comedy. Hit that alarm button for notifications.
we're gonna find out who did it better.
It's already Chris.
All right, so the kid like
Oh.
disappeared completely.
Yeah, so you wait and a few minutes go by and nothing comes, and a few minutes go by and nothing happens, and the server comes by and he's like, he was he was very grateful, but he seemed very embarrassed, but he wouldn't really tell me why. He ended up going home for the day, so I'm not sure what he was on about.
Oh, where's his home?
I honestly don't know. I don't know where he lives.
You work here?
Yep,
Do you know
I
where all your
do.
coworkers live?
No, I really don't.
How do you fill out his I-9?
What is an I-9? Is that a spell scroll?
I'm not into,
Yeah, it's
I'm not
binding.
into those. It's fine. Awesome. You know anybody from the Wolf family?
Like the Wolf family. I don't personally, but they are, um, as far as I know, they're a pretty powerful family here.
Hmm.
I don't personally know any of them, but yeah, I really don't. If I find anything about it, are you looking for information?
Well,
Anything for a couple more coin?
if I wanted to talk to them, how would I do that? Where would I go?
I mean, it's just like asking if you know somebody with the last name Smith. Not everybody knows where everybody lives. So, I mean, it's a
Gotcha.
pretty big city. I don't really know. I mean, asking around. I mean, you may find somebody, but
I have a more
I just
basic
don't.
question. What kind of power do the wolves wield? Is it political power? Is it martial power? Or is it wealth?
I mean, it's a little bit everything. Everything here is your social standing with your family.
Hmm.
You're not from around here, are you?
We are. I actually come from the Feywild. This is all very new to me.
Like, oh, magical.
I mean, th- everything is magical. Life is magical.
Listen,
Well, enough of this existential stuff, but
Yeah, that was adorable. I feel
um,
very
but
happy right now.
no, I mean, everything here is, your family is everything. If you're lucky enough to be born into the right family, then you get good jobs, you get
I am
better
familiar with the birth
prices.
lottery. Yes.
I mean, that's just how it works. So they're just, they're a more well-established family than, and he kind of like chuckles and points to his Crescent. He's like, then the rats, um, we got to work a little harder for everything that we get. It's like, and if
I
you're
see.
lucky enough to be born into the dragons, then you basically just get a free ride. And then he kind of like drifts off,
I
Giggity.
mean,
like
we
daydreaming
we we
about
we
the
have our own
dragons.
little dragon here with us. You
It's
think
like,
he's
wait,
gonna get us?
you know one of the dragons, and he like stands up straight and tall. He's like,
Oh, oh no, we have Jode right here. He,
he's like, oh no, I understand, Master Kobold. No, not like that. I meant the dragon family.
Oh,
oh, yes. My apologies. I am a foreigner in these parts. I am unaware of the intricacies of the politics here. But do they have? I mean, these large and powerful families. I assume they have some kind of compound they live in, like the Kennedys of my land.
Yeah, I mean, there's usually, we all kind of have our own little like, um, the larger families have, housing districts, I guess, but
Hmm.
everybody kind of, stays living near each other. Nobody really goes too far. They'll either, stay in the same house or, build a house nearby. It's kind of how everything was established around here.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Can you point us to the general direction of the Wolf Enclave, and we may make a proper introduction ourselves through their Batman,
He goes,
Valley's.
well, I don't exactly know where they are, but the farther into the city you go, and it's like, that big keep that you saw in the back of the city when you came in. It's like, well,
Absolutely.
that's the dragons, and um, the closer you get up there, the the closer you go to that the higher up the families go, because the dragons like to keep them closer to them and surround them with like company. So.
mm.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for that information. This has been a lovely conversation. And I go back to drinking my beer.
So as you go back to this, the place is basically turned into a party. There's kobolds and humans. There's dancing. There's song happening. There's, it's getting, turning to night, and everybody's having a great time because you basically bankrolled them for the night.
Yeah. So, um,
I'm the party captain. Let's keep it going.
is there a toilet somewhere?
I would hope so.
Okay. Are the toilets private?
Nope, that's just public bathroom, like.
like a porta potty, or is it just
Why
like
is it
a
always
trough
the
that everyone
bathroom?
shits in?
It's a bunch of buckets that face each other.
Oh.
Like you
No, I
literally have
mean
to sit
there.
facing each other.
No, there's like a
Trough.
trough room. Yeah, I mean there's an actual bathroom.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like the Eastern European like trough where everyone just like pees in a slight decline and it just goes into one like. Okay, never mind.
Hole.
I see what you mean. Is it you're saying is it group bathrooms or private like
Yeah.
individual bathrooms? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean it's like it's like a group bathroom like you would find at a bar or restaurant kind of thing.
I'm gonna duck into the restroom. Is there anyone around?
Brodok and ducking into bathrooms. Name a more common.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
I feel like he's gonna pull out a Superman cape and.
Are you trying to go in to the bathroom unnoticed?
Yes.
Can you roll stealth?
I sure can. I roll a 4.
So yeah, you attempt to get into the bathroom sneakily,
You
but
fall in the toilet.
but you lock eyes with the member of the rat family that you were just talking to, and it's really awkward. Like they definitely know you're going in there to take a shit.
That's fine. So I want to go into the bathroom to do a 3 things.
Key bump?
What?
Key bump?
I need to buff myself. So why the fuck do I have so many level 1 slots? That's mathematically impossible. My character sheet's fucked up because it definitely thinks I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 level 1 slots.
I would just roll with it.
Hold on. I'm going to
You should probably use D&D Beyond.
I'm using Roll20, which
Yeah.
should not
Mhm.
do that.
It's, your
That
first
was your
mistake.
first mistake.
Yeah.
Right,
Can we just talk about Rodok's drug use? What are you really doing in there?
So I'm casting Mage Armor on myself. And then I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity.
What are you
And
buffing yourself for?
What?
What are you preparing for battle?
In case we get ambushed in the night.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna use Prestidigitation on my way out to smell vaguely of garlic and cheese.
Okay.
Keep the ladies away. I got you.
Okay.
And then I pop back down the table and just like, you know what they say, you don't buy food, you just rent it, right? And I elbow people at the table.
You made it more awkward. How's that possible?
Yeah, as you were leaving the bathroom, you lock eyes one more time, and they kind of do like a cringy smile, like because they know what they got to do in a minute.
Oh no. I know that feeling from working in movie theaters.
Exactly. Yeah, I know that
It's
feeling
like-
from also working in retail.
Oh
and...
no, it's like 1 a.m. It's like one of the last showings, and you see like one of the 3 people just walk out, and you're like, "You son of a bitch!" You couldn't wait till you got home.
Yep.
Well, I suggest to the party that we go to sleep for the night and resume looking in the morning.
Barley's not going to sleep. I funded this party, and I'm fucking staying here.
So yeah, so as so as this is all happening and the night is winding down, we're going to switch scenes for a moment over to the what did I can't remember what it's called now. Over to the Teller's Path, where there is a little kobold on the walking up to the door.
Is that Kobold Jode?
So I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay, so at this point it is getting a little late, and at the moment you don't hear any answer.
Do I guess hear anything inside?
No, but there is. You can see like a candle burning inside.
Have you tried?
You can see the light. You can see the light from the window, kind of flickering.
I'm gonna knock again, and this time I'm gonna say, "Mistress Ubu,
And she's like, we're closed. I'm sorry. We've been closed for the day. Come back tomorrow.
I know. This is it's important. It's Jode. It's not my bracelet. I promise.
It's like, oh, Master Jode, I'm not quite done with the spell for the bracelet. What can I help you with? And she opens the door to the Tiller's Path.
So I kind of come in and I'm clutching my bag like in front of me as opposed to on normally, and I say,
It's something important that I think you know. You know.
Like, what can I help you with?
so I guess I'm going to go in and put my bag on the table, and I'm going to fish out the crown that I took from I guess the Ghost King's body. Or no, it was actually from the captain. He had taken it back. That I took from the captain, and I'm going to put it on the table. And I'm going to tell her everything that happened on that fucking ship, including the runes, including every single thing of it, and ask her if she has any idea about anything surrounding this crown.
She studies it for a minute, completely silent, and she's just gonna look down at Joe and she's like, "You're sure that's what you saw?"
100%.
And then I'm going to fish out the letter too, or the piece of parchment, and I'm going to show her
The runes look like this.
She's gonna go from kind of this like calm, soothing attitude and immediately to concern. She goes, "Where did you get this?"
That person, one guy put bracelet on Joe, and Reno killed one, and we asked questions, and he can't talk, so he try write, and then he write this.
She's like, "This is a dead language. I haven't seen this in I don't know how long. This is nobody uses this." She's like, "I don't even know if I can still read it." And she looks at the crown and she's like, "There's evil magic coming from this." And she's like, I really don't know what to make this. The only thing I know is that she's like, "Have you ever heard of the tales of the Ilgorsen?"
Son of a bitch.
No, tell Joe, I write poem.
So she begins to tell you a tale that she says that the Ilgorsen, nobody believes that they exist, but they are real. They're basically the reason why Lutan banned magic. They're just they're a civilization that came and swept through the continent. Nobody really knows what stopped them. That's been lost to time. But what we do know about them is that they control every type of magic they have access to, not just one, but a whole gambit. Like, and you got this from a mission sent to you by Lutan, is that right?
Wait, got what?
The crown.
Oh, well, it was ghostly phantom guy wear a crown and take over ship. Lieutenant sent us on ship, and then ship no longer part of Lieutenant. I don't really understand what happened.
So she says, I don't really know what to make of this, but all I know is that this means in some way the tales of Ilgorsen are no longer going to be fairy tales. This is concerning. And she kind of goes silent.
Is crown related to parchment?
She says, I don't really know. All I know is that there is some sort of necromancy magic radiating off of the crown. But this script is definitely Ilgorsen. I could try to translate it, but it may take me some time. I have not read it in, like I said, in many years, but I could try. Is that? I'm not sure what else I can do for you. If maybe that would be helpful for you.
Yes. We learn.
Like, okay. Yeah.
Is-
It's this. I mean, I know I'm already working on that for you. I mean, there's a lot of things I have to get to, and it is just me. So this will take me quite some time to translate for you. Yeah. Would you rather me do this, or do you want me to work on the spell first?
How sad?
Spell first.
I was gonna say, how self-sacrificial is Jode feeling today?
Like, okay, I would agree. I mean, I can't imagine what it would be like not to be able to cast my spells. Okay, I will work on that. And would you mind if I kept the crown as well?
What do we crown?
I'd like to study it and see what kind of magic comes from it. It might help with the translation if we can find the link of what this means.
Okay. Can you make crown safe too?
What do you mean make it safe?
Crown make big ghost come and take over ship. I know what big ghost. I want
Oh.
gift to Tima.
Oh, you want to give it as a gift to Tiamat? And what would happen? And what do you think Tiamat would do with such a gift?
There might be peace. No kill kobold.
You sure you have to worry about that? I mean, Tiamat has not killed kobold in a long time.
Tiamat need gift. Tiamat reason kobolds live. Tiamat need gift.
I go, oh, okay, I understand. I can see what I can do, but I make no promises. There's very powerful magic on this. It may not be something that I have the ability to do.
It's okay. As long as I get back. I trust.
She nods and leans down and kind of kisses you on the forehead, and she's like, okay, I have a lot of work to do now. Come back in a few days and we'll get this taken care of.
I come back, but I ask when I come back with friends. No tell I come. No tell.
She looks at you puzzled. She's like, why would you not want them to know?
They don't know about crown.
But okay. Well, how will I know if it's okay to tell them?
I will say first.
Okay.
I know wizard friend wants scroll.
She
He be busy.
She says, this is really not something I'm really comfortable with. But if that's really the way you want to do it, then I'll go along with it.
The kobolds of Tiamat rest thank you for this.
She nods and shows you the door at this point.
All right. And I leave with a large
Thank you, Mistress Uru. Best wizard all land.
Hey,
She laughs softly as she closes the door.
I'm going to attempt to make my way back to the bar and sneakily enter with no one noticing that I was gone.
So yeah, I know that F said that you were about to head to bed. Are you all heading to bed, or you no, there is no secret machine gun store.
God damn it. Of course. Whatever Josh wants exists in this world. I just want a machine gun.
You know where the machine guns are. Your group just refuses to go there.
Whoa. What I want to be established existed last time, alright? I had to wait a week to get here.
Yeah, so are you guys all going to be retiring at this point? With all the commotion and everything, you still aren't really, there's plenty of kobolds in there, and nobody's really noticed that Jode is gone. But are you going to be retiring, or are you
They
going
all
to
look
stay
the
up?
same.
And
I mean, I'm staying up. I send Craig up to the room, but I'm gonna. Keep the party
Okay.
going.
I don't need to party.
Okay.
I'm going to find a secure room to rest as well. I'm going to have a crossbow pointed at the door, just in case.
Fucking paranoid guy, man.
I mean, people are out trying to. There's a bounty.
Yes,
on
all
my
your
head.
characters are paranoid. Remember you wouldn't sleep with that cold or fur blog too?
Yeah, that's right.
You're always
Well,
paranoid.
That's because you're.
Maybe it's a
trapped
yay
in
trait.
the I
I'll
have a
stay with
problem.
Barley because he seems like he's just been out of control the last few days.
We're gonna wake up.
He's
We're gonna have no
throwing all
gold. He's
our
gonna be
money
naked.
away.
You guys knew what you were doing when you gave me the gold. I'm sorry. You understood the
Yeah, and
risk.
I'll never have to worry about you guys having too much money
No,
as long
God,
as
no.
Charlie's in control of it.
No.
Honestly, I probably won't stop Barley from spending anything, but I'll at least be able to recount what happened in case he gets.
I feel like
The
Will
next-
took that Calvin and Hobbes comic like to heart, the one where Calvin has to shovel snow and he goes around the house with all the piles of snow. He's like, "Oh, if you do your job bad enough, they'll never ask you again."
The next morning, Pretos is like, "You guys would never believe what fucking happened last night." It's like we're in debt for 10,000 gold. Yeah, I mean, just if people are staying up, I'm staying up. Fuck it.
All right, so the two people who are up, Joe, do you want to roll stealth to get back in?
Eyes of a hawk, man. I've only had 40 beers. I'm catching you.
Like, get advantage because it's so late.
No, in fact, there's hardly anybody up at this point, so.
Also, Barley operates at his peak efficiency at these moments, so I feel like I will have advantage to find you.
And can Barley and Pretos roll perception?
Oh, contested roll. Oh boy.
I'm getting this guy.
Come on, a 5.
Let's go,
Oh
baby.
my
Alright.
god.
So it's one of those things where Jode goes to open the front door, and he thinks he's being stealthy, but as he's opening it, it's like extremely loud and creaky,
Falls
and
off the
just
hinges.
there's like a record scratch, and Pretos and Barley just eyes dart to the door as soon as it opens.
I just
I'm
go,
just
Jode, you're
imagining-
back. Come have a beer.
I'm just imagining the kid trying to sneak back home after curfew, and mom and dad are just sitting at the dinner table with the lights off.
I just have the old telltale. Pretos will remember this text. I'm not gonna say anything though.
I go up to the table and I grab a beer.
I don't give a fuck while you're out. Do your thing, guy.
All right, are you
I
guys
said I
staying?
came up with a nice story and everything.
Who's left at the end of the night, by the way?
There's a handful of people. There's like one barkeep just kind of keeping things going, but
Is it the same one, or they change shifts?
yeah, it's the same one.
I mean, from the houses or whatever. Anyone of note? Did a dragon walk in somewhere in the middle of the night, or no?
No, I mean you've seen people coming and going. There's been like elephant. There's been giraffe. There's been a bird. A little bit of everything. Like at this point, if you're keeping track, you realize that there are so many different animals here that it effectively is like a last name. Like every little nobody family has
Every
to be
family
blessed.
is its own animal. Gotcha.
Don't confuse the canaries and the hummingbirds. They hate that.
I like how it was like specific animal, bird. Just a
Yeah,
generic
'cause-
ass bird.
So I was thinking about behind the scenes. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, all right, what would look distinct enough on a silhouette to be able
Of
to
a bird.
tell what
Yeah,
it
that
is?
would be
And I was
tough.
like, okay, well, what about different birds? I'm like, no,
No
they're all the
fucking
fucking
way.
same.
Condor.
Flamingo.
Condor.
It's just a giant.
wing.
It's their whole chest. It's like, yeah, no, that's the condors. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you either have like there's like eagle, and then there's like parakeet, and it's like this.
nothing in between. Yeah.
Eagle Fang Karate would like to disagree with you.
Oh.
All right, it's fine. I mean, no specific purpose. It is,
So before so are the three of you staying up just until for the whole night? Or are you staying up until any point and then retiring, or what's your
I
plan?
plan on eventually retiring because I do not want to be exhausted. I need my beauty sleep.
So
Understandable.
I'm gonna stay awake. I'm drowning some demons. It's been a rough couple days. So
Okay.
I'm doing my best to scare Craig.
I guess I was gonna say when I go to bed. Did Craig go with you to bed? Where is Craig?
Craig's, yeah, I got a room, so he's up in the room.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I blew some guy's toes off earlier in the day, so I'm just, I'm working through that trauma. So
For the remaining people who are there, I don't Pretos, are you there too, or is it just Barley at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't stay up all night, but like maybe around like midnight or something. Once I realize Barley just needs his space.
He's doing that
Um,
thing at the bar where he's just sitting and drinking in silence. And you're like, "Hey, how are you?" And he's just looks at you and he just drinks. You're like, "All right, I think it's time to go."
So as you are kind of Pretos, you're kind of realizing, maybe you're overstaying your welcome a little bit, and Barley just needs to do his thing for the night. The kid from before who was cleaning, kind of just almost seems to appear out of nowhere and just sits down at the table in front of you guys.
oh boy.
Bastard.
Hello.
And the kid really quietly under his breath, he says, "You guys are looking for the wolves, is that right?"
I'm let Pretos
Yep.
handle this because I'm shit faced. So
Yep.
Yeah, he looks over at Barley and sees that Barley can really keep his head up, and he like shakes his head and then just locks eyes.
I didn't say that. But
He's like, I know where they live. I can tell you where they live if you need some information.
Why? Why would you do this for us?
He looks around. He's like, I can do it for a favor. We need some help with something.
Who is we?
He points at his chest and he says, "The bats."
What kind of something do you need help with?
He's like, "Well, you want to do it or not?"
You gotta give me a little something before I agree.
He's like, "Well, I gotta go home and see my parents, but if you want to do it, just come see us." And he kind of hands over a crude like address, like just a rough whereabouts of where his house is, and says, "If you want more information on the wolves, come see us. Come see us tomorrow. Don't come tonight. My mom will be pissed. But
After my curfew.
just come see us tomorrow."
All right. Yeah, I take the address and just nod a thank you.
And he does seem like a little kind of like very, very nervous and like a little panicked. And after you agree that, he's like kind of like looks around. He doesn't really know what to do, and he's just like, "Oh, okay, I gotta go," and then just walks out and leaves.
So Barley, you want to go see this kid's mom tonight?
not in a weird way, but Pa always said just say yes to that question. So yes. Let this be a lesson to everyone that goes to bed early, by the way. You guys can go fuck yourselves, right? The real shit happens past midnight.
I mean,
saw
sure,
that in-
but
I saw that in
I
the
already
feed.
had my nice interaction away
You know
from
what?
the bar.
No, I didn't feel like I needed to do anything. Also, the kid said, "Don't go there tonight. His mom will be pissed."
Yeah, that's why.
It was supposed to be a morning thing.
Speaking of going to bed, Rodoc, F's,
like,
and
I'm
Joe,
going to
can you all
bed.
roll perception?
Am I sleeping? Or am I going to sleep?
What? I don't know. You tell me. I'm just asking the people who went to bed to their bed chambers roll perception.
Yeah.
Oof.
Rodoc is already asleep.
Um, F's, you hear faint,
Oh.
what sounds like crying coming from one of the other rooms upstairs.
Oh, God damn it, Craig.
Me too? Me too?
No.
18? Really?
Damn.
Damn.
Um,
I'm too
gonna-
busy gnawing on my bracelet. I can't hear anything.
you know what? Fuck it. Let them sleep. I'm gonna go see if I can search the source of the crying.
Find Craig crying. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
So
got Steamy to be his pet, like to help him. Like Steamy's up there with him. He's not alone.
You sound like you have a lot of guilt right now.
I do have guilt. My kid's
He's like,
crying
I'm
upstairs.
drunk.
I'm down
I'm
in the
going on an
bar.
adventure.
God, I got to spend more time with Craig. I got to. Oh my God.
Which is a case.
So you're gonna go investigate where it's coming from?
Yeah.
So as you walk kind of like into the hall area, you can, it's still pretty faint, but you can hear it clear enough that you can identify which room that it's coming from.
You picked this version so we didn't get demonetized.
Child arrived
Or not
just the other
demonetized, so we didn't get
day.
stricken.
I think we'll still get demonetized.
Probably.
30 seconds.
Possibly.
The cat's in the cradle with the silver spoon.
All right, that's the next Jode song that we're recording.
Jesus.
An ode to barley is what I'm going to call it.
I would like to gently knock on the door.
As soon as you do that, it completely stops. But the door does not open.
Are you okay in there?
You can hear some like motion and moving around, but that's it.
Please open the door. I need to make sure you're okay. And if it's all locked, I might have to go get the management to help get us in there to make sure that everybody's okay.
So after some persuading, the door opens just enough for one little eyeball to stick out, and you can see kind of one bloodshot eye from the kid. I'm not calling him Craig because I refuse. Staring back up at you.
Craig, why are you crying?
He just quickly like shakes his head and just still staring at you.
I squat down and I hear, try this, and I give him a good berry.
He looks puzzled, but he takes it.
He had chicken nuggies. I don't understand.
Damn, he really is full of guilt.
I should have given him a vegetable. God damn it.
I feel like it wasn't actually Craig until you started making a big deal out of it, and that's just like, oh, it's stupid to pass up.
So after a minute, he opens the door a little bit more and turns around and goes into the room, and you see where he had taken his crayons and his kids menu back to his room, and he flips it over and shows you a drawing that he's made on the back side of it, and it looks like two
BJ's
figures.
big boy.
It's two figures standing there, one quite larger than the other one with long hair and long yellow hair, and the other one he points at the smaller one and then points at himself.
Is that your mother?
And he softly nods and he starts to kind of tear up again.
Okay. On the picture, the larger figure threatening, or is it just there on the?
No, the larger figure is his mother.
Oh, okay.
He's the smaller one, and the larger
He's
one.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I mixed that up in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I put a hand on his shoulder, and it's okay. All of us have lost something or someone.
How do you know she's dead?
I know. It doesn't mean he hasn't lost her.
Oh, that's true. I'm feeling very attacked right now, so I'm lashing out.
I'm trying.
I'm lashing out. I'm sorry, everyone.
He's just going to, at that point, just kind of end up leaning on you, and he's just gonna kind of be quiet for a while.
Okay, we can just be quiet for a little bit. We don't need to talk about this.
From downstairs, you hear, "You'll never believe this goddamn kid. He never fucking talks. I don't know what's wrong with him. And he loves giant monsters."
And I ask him, does he know where his mother is?
He is going to shrug and he's going to like point off in a direction.
Was she taken from you?
He's going to shake his head.
Shake his head yes or no?
No, he's going to shake his head no.
No. Okay. Is she still alive?
He's going to kind of look up at you and shrug.
You know where to begin to start looking for her? Because we can help with that. I don't know. I don't know about Barley, but the rest of us can help with that.
I want to reunite him. What the fuck? I'm keeping him safe.
He he like kind of like haphazardly nods and points again.
I ask him, has he ever used words before and spoke?
He kind of looks at you puzzled and nods.
Okay. Do you realize you're not actually speaking, you're communicating, but not using words right now?
He kind of it looks dejected and looks back down at the paper.
Do you want to be able to talk?
He doesn't look up at you, but he just kind of like nods while looking down still.
Can I take the next 10 minutes to ritual cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
Specifically on his head area.
Okay.
You're gonna make the kid wait 10 minutes and not just burn a spell
G'day,
slot?
mate.
What if he needs it?
I burned 2 spell slots.
You know what? This is a time where I've got 10 minutes, so might as well ritual cast it. I tell him I'm going to try something just to see if I can figure some stuff out.
Yeah, so as you're doing this, like his mood seems to start to get a little bit better, and he's kind of like just doing his own thing around the room while you're doing this. And after 10 minutes, the spell succeeds, and you actually do detect magic on him. Was it you who did it before?
No, I think it was Gangris.
Yeah, because gangers can use it instantly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
So it is not just around his head, but his whole body.
Was
And
it enchantment?
I was gonna say, if you're looking for a specific school, it is not a specific school. You just
because it's too restrictive.
It is almost like in the sense that chromatic is like all elements at once. You're seeing all spell schools at once.
Hmm. I mean, I'm going to take a stab at this and guess that's why the kid can't talk, but we don't know that. It's not that he can't talk, it's that he's unable to.
That's tricky.
Well, almost kind of like the guard captain and the guards, just on a whole different level. Okay. I ask him if he's doing better.
He nods, and he's at this point he's kind of like just bebopping around the room, messing with shit like kids do. Picking up, Barley's guns off the table and pointing them in the air and stuff.
Pouring bags
completely
out
loaded, by the way. Yeah, so you should watch out. Safety's off.
Nice.
I
tell him, listen, I think it's time to get some sleep. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. We got a lot of people to talk to and see. So, does he want me to stay with him until he falls asleep?
He like when you say that he like jumps into bed, and he doesn't really like make any sort of like gesture at you or anything like that. He jumps in the bed at you saying that he should get some sleep.
All right. I'm gonna hang for a minute and see if I can. You can just fall asleep with me still
Okay.
there.
Yeah, I mean, after about 10-15 minutes, you eventually see him. Looks like he drifts off to sleep eventually.
All right. I'm gonna go back to my room and go to sleep.
Okay. Barley, you're still staying up
Mhm.
the whole night?
Yep.
Okay. So next day passes, and as people are getting, everybody is starting to awaken. The child's going to come downstairs bright and early as kids do, and see old gun dad sitting at the table still nursing an ale, I assume.
Yeah. Why not? Just keep it going.
Okay. And he's just gonna get up and sit next to you and just
Craig, good
kicking his
morning.
feet back and forth and just look up to you and smile.
Can I get some pancakes with some chocolate chips in them? Is that a thing in this universe? Do mini chocolate chips exist?
No, we only have large chocolate chunks.
Oh
They
my
haven't invented
fucking
them
god. This place
small
is the
enough
worst.
Just take a
for
hammer
chips
and
yet.
break it into little pieces.
Ooh, that's it. Blades and Brews. Mini chocolate chips. We got it.
Alright, I'll take some pancakes with some blueberry compote. I think that's how you say that. With some whipped cream on top. Is it Craig? Anything else? You want some bacon? And bacon for Craig. Here you go.
Everything you say, he's just gonna say yes to. Like,
Yeah,
he wants pancakes, he wants bacon, he wants everything.
just the easiest kid. Yeah, load him up.
All right. There's a few people here early, but what is everybody else doing?
Beers for
asking
everyone. Here's 10
ask,
gold.
asking my mushrooms how their day is.
How is their day?
Yep.
They're gonna say it's dank.
Perfect. Have a great day, guys.
You do notice,
Oh boy.
however, that there seem to be slightly less mushrooms in there than the last time you looked in there.
Oh boy. See, now it's your time for a guilt trip. You're not paying attention to your mushrooms.
Someone's been eating your mushrooms.
Someone's been eating my mushrooms, that stealthy little fuck. I'm gonna start carrying the bag like inside my tunic.
Okay.
But I did roll a 3, so hey, there is that.
I think
Well,
we've
there's
already
always
established that Rodok's a drug user, so I would probably point my finger at him.
I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm just gonna keep a closer watch on my mushrooms.
Okay. What is everybody else doing? Are you going downstairs? Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay.
Goat is in his room writing his next masterpiece.
Rodok is
I-
eating breakfast.
I assume I take 1 point of exhaustion.
You do, yes.
So you're not rolling it like a Constitution save for exhaustion. You're getting it straight. That's risky.
I accept taking 1 point of exhaustion. I gotta be true to the character.
I get downstairs, say good morning to Craig. I tell Barley, I said, we need to talk sometime when Craig's off playing.
Sounds great. You want some, I guess, some pancakes? Some blueberry syrup?
Oh,
I look,
pancakes.
I look at Craig and ask for a piece of bacon.
Craig
Slaps your hand.
just happily hands it to you, or tries to.
doesn't.
He tries to. If you want to slap his hand down, that's up to you.
Fine, I let the bacon transaction happen.
Thanks, Craig.
He's still just going about his business, just kicking his feet and shoveling pancakes and whipped cream in his face.
Let me try
Does
to count
anybody
this
else?
properly. How much does breakfast cost? I assume 10 gold, right?
Probably 15 actually.
All right, 15 gold for
Breakfast
breakfast.
is on me this morning.
I assume Will is just fucking with me right now.
Breakfast is on me.
Yay,
Yeah, so-
forever and ever and ever and ever. Yes.
So
We're gonna have
Rodak has
one
come
less
down.
goal.
Is Jode is still up running his song. Is Pretos and or rather F's is down. Is Pretos and Rodak coming down?
Rodak is already down and eating breakfast.
Okay.
He assumes that it's on the group tab and has just been helping himself.
Yeah, it's continental breakfast.
Nice. There's my frosted flake.
Yeah, Pretos is also downstairs.
Individually cellophane wrapped bagels.
I'm gonna leave it up to.
Oh,
Oh God. Leave it
That's
to
only during
Pretos
COVID
to
time.
tell them about what we learned last night. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
I tell everyone.
Okay.
Except for Joe, I guess, who's not here.
I don't. I tell everybody I got something to share, but I'm not sharing it in front of Craig.
I just imagine you doing like Big Daddy. Craig, earmuffs.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna try that. This kid's a fucking magical time bomb that could just go off at any point.
Look at him just eating his bacon. Good job, Craig.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I guess magic shop first.
I believe we
or-
have to go get Jode fixed. Magically speaking.
Fuck does that mean?
Exactly what it sounds like.
Magically speaking, get Jode fixed.
Was
I
that
think
today
she's-
or was it one more day?
That was today, right?
The day
Okay.
has advanced, right? So
I just didn't remember if it was one day or more.
I don't remember what I said, but it can be today. We can go back to why not?
Wait. She told me a few days.
She did say a few days, but not for that. She said a few days for everything.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair
She
enough.
said a few days for the other thing that these guys don't know about.
All right, let's go to the magic shop.
to the magic shop.
Out of curiosity, is anyone coming to get me while I'm writing my masterpiece?
I just shout up the stairs. Jode, we're leaving.
We leave you there forever.
Yeah, we kind of need him to walk around town and stuff.
Yep, we need him for clout.
A minute.
Fuck you, move your ass.
We don't have.
Sir.
We don't have time. We have to get going. Time is of the essence.
I mutter to myself that
No time to piss it.
I gather my stuff and I shove it in my bag. I start going down. You
I
can hear
pull-
as I'm trying to forcefully stomp too with my, my cold feet. It's like stamp, 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 stamp.
I grab 3 pieces of bacon and I just wiggle it right in front of Jode's snout as he's coming down the stairs. I
I'm
assume
going
that-
to bite at the bacon, but I'm not going to try to avoid his hand.
I don't even know how that works as a roll.
I mean, that's an unarmed attack, I think.
All right, I'm okay with it. AC 15, my dude.
I feel like since you're holding it up for me, I should get advantage. I gracefully catch only the bacon.
Yeah, very gracefully. Thank you for not taking off my fingertips. I need that for magic casting. I mean, magic casting.
After I pull Rodok aside, and I start telling him about my night with Craig.
So, how do you want to proceed from there?
I'm asking you. You're a bit more magically inclined. to
I
this,
have
and I
no
know you.
idea what's wrong with him. You shouldn't be able to. Magic isn't meant to be woven together like a tapestry like that. So there's clearly a greater mystery afoot. I do not have the knowledge or the wherewithal to decipher that with what's available to us. I say we keep the boy with us until we discover more information. I mean, not that Barley's going to let him out of his sight anyway.
So don't have Barley kill the kid.
No, don't have Barley shoot us because we think the kid's a danger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, thank you, Yay. You read that situation right. I would murder all of you for Craig. Like, quick and dirty. We can just drop more on our magic lady, right? I mean, she's solving literally all of our problems for us, so...
You don't know.
Yeah. Well,
You don't know.
No, Barley doesn't know. I know.
That's not a bad
Technically,
idea.
we don't know. She could just be running off with the ship.
That's
We're gonna
right.
get back. The
She
crown's
took
gonna
the
be gone. The
crown,
parchment's gone.
Turns out that crown was worth millions of gold, and she just absolutely did.
You want to know how to get Jode mad at you? You stole my ship for Tiamat.
All right. So individually, I pull everybody aside and explain Craig's situation. We got to try to figure this out at some point.
You know, yeah. I have said my part. I
Yep.
guess the rest of you interact with him.
How does Barley feel about all this?
You guys telling me, or?
Yeah, I said that. I pulled everybody individually
we're just leaving
aside.
Craig alone? Okay.
Well, individually, I pulled you aside. So
Oh,
one at a
okay.
Yeah, so
time.
now we're all being extra nice to Craig right now too. Whenever you're away, we're like, "Oh, hey, buddy, what's up?"
No, I mean, I absolutely want to return him to his mom. That's the whole thing. I want to keep him safe.
Yeah. What is he?
I mean, it's, have you detect magic on all of us? Maybe our heads are all fucked up too. You don't know. Did you detect magic this whole city?
Yes.
Why don't you spend the next year detect magicking this whole city
I
before you cast
didn't.
aspersions?
I did it while you were drunk last night.
Well, god damn it. All right.
I did. Yeah.
I think we should take him to the magic lady.
It's not a bad idea. Let's do that.
Look at that. It worked in real life too. Or real game life.
Okay. All right then. We're off to see the wizard. Let's go to this.
Our Deus Ex Machina who's in town. Like,
Oh, we're definitely losing Dave. That's fine. She's gonna be kidnapped and taken away by the guards of Bhutan.
No spell scrolls for you.
Nope.
spent all our money anyway.
Another quest to rescue her so we can obtain the crafter for our garrison or whatever the Warcraft thing is now.
I guess I do want to ask if we are going to go to Uru. I want to ask Seth, while we are walking, can I try to keep an eye out for the different sigils that I see on people's chests to see if there's anything that might be predatory in nature?
Sure. Yeah, you see. You see plenty of sigils. Some you have seen, some you haven't seen. As far as specifically predatory, you see things like lion. You see a bear.
Tigers. Oh my.
Yeah, all those things. You do notice that you don't see any dragons though. Specifically. But you do see a little
No
bit.
dragons and no wolves, huh?
No dragons and no wolves specifically.
We're never gonna find the wolves.
I mean, they must keep to themselves. Probably too good for the general populace.
Or they literally just all died.
The wolves are hunters, is what we learned last session. So I don't know if they think that they're too good, but they keep to themselves and they are hunters. They probably are more, I guess, feral, for lack of a better word, compared to everyone else. The dragons probably think that they're better. They probably think that they're closer to the dragon kind. But
is Sharona still with us, by the way? Like, is she still?
No.
Chilling?
She
left
she
us.
just appeared at Blades and Brews before you even got
That's
to Bigger
right.
Water.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Good timing, bitch.
unless there's anything else, I guess we approach the door to, what the hell is it called? The Teller's Path.
Yeah, and it is open.
The door's just open.
It's closed.
And I will, I guess, walk in, and I will say,
Hello again, Mistress Uru.
There's no one there.
There's no one at first, but after a few seconds, just like before, behind a tapestry and off to the side of the room, Uru comes out and she's like, "Oh, you guys are back! Wonderful, wonderful. What can I help you with?"
and
My boy's got crazy brain. You gotta look at him.
She's gonna look at you like, she's like, "Yeah, and she's gonna look over to
The grown-ups, I understand.
the other people, and she's like, what does that mean?"
I ran a detect magic spell on the boy last night. You might want to take a look at him.
She's gonna be, what were you, what did you feel the need to do that for? Just out of curiosity.
That is rude as fuck. You don't detect
I-
magic, my boy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
did you get his consent before you did that?
Yes.
For a search, and do you have a
Yep.
warrant?
Well, his guardian was out drunk, so there was no
God.
guardian.
She's
Where's Big Water's CPS? Can we get them on the horn real quick?
I am so attacked right now. I just,
he does one thing, and everybody's like,
I
"Fuck
just
it."
like I'm the villain of this story. Fuck.
Listen, you can't be like, oh, I'm the kid's guardian. I'm watching out for his best interest 24/7 when it's not 24/7.
Oh, it's
Is it even 12/7?
it's 18/6.
I mean, 12/7. What happens to the other 5 hours? She's gonna look up and down. She's like, my, that is odd, isn't it? And as she's looking at
Great.
the
Just
child,
damn it.
not going to. He's like, she's gonna be like kind of like circling around him and like running her hand like up and down his spine and just like examining him all over, and he's gonna follow her gaze and then look to Barley every once in a while for approval, and then
Yeah, she's
follow
a
her
doctor.
and
It's fine.
very, very confused. And she's gonna look, and she's gonna after a while she's gonna stop, and she's gonna say, does he do? And she's gonna look down. Are you a sorcerer? A wizard? Do you know how to cast spells? And he's gonna just look very concerned and look up at Barley and not answer.
You could tell her, son, she's a doctor. It's fine. You tell her what's up. She's got the Pippocratic oath or whatever you call it. Yeah.
The Pippocratic. Yeah.
I'm not too smart.
She's like, oh yes, of course, the great Pippocratic. I definitely follow the Pippocratic oath.
This is a fantasy world. It can't just be a clone of what happens in real life, guys. You have to add extra letters. The hippopotamus oath. Yeah, you know.
hip hop anonymous.
He's going to look up at her and nervously shake his head. And she's gonna look down. She's gonna say, "Well, I don't know what this magic is. It does seem familiar yet distant at the same time. I'm not sure I've ever really seen this before. It is quite curious." She's gonna say, look over at F's, and she's gonna say, I'd like to ask you one more time. What made you think to cast detect magic?
Well, when we were dealing with those guards in Lutan and questioning them, there seemed to be something stopping them, and we had learned that enchantment magic was cast about them, keeping them from telling us what we wanted to know. I thought maybe the boy, because he doesn't speak, and it's not an unwillingness,
She's gonna say, I wonder what was it? It must be some sort of mute spell that was cast on them. Was that right?
I don't know.
You said it stopped them from speaking.
Stop them from speaking what we wanted to know.
They could not say how to base it off. They could not say who they worked for that know basic magic, but they could say, I am guard. I don't want to kill you.
She's gonna pause for a moment and like that is very curious indeed. I'm not sure what to make of it. It definitely is some sort of powerful magic, though. However, I don't know what it is. And she's gonna look down and she's gonna whisper into the child's ear, and after a few moments, he's going to like look at her and slowly nod, and she's gonna say, I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're starting to fear him, but he does seem quite powerful. Maybe he could do with a bit of training. Maybe harness that.
I just look at Rodak.
No, no, don't look at that. I've got 108 gold. I'm gonna go buy a real trainer. Can I rent you? How much do you cost per day, lady in the shop?
Say, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not taking on any apprentices, but
According to the PHB, a skilled worker costs 2 gold per day.
so you really do like that PHB rules, don't you?
Yeah, it's the bread and butter, we'll call it. Yeah.
So after hearing this, I turn to Craig and say, Craig, do you ever have the thoughts of wanting to defend yourself? And then I can show you this neat trick, and I conjure forth a globule of acid using my cantrip acid splash. I could teach this to you if you like. It's super helpful.
Craig, I'll show you a neat trick too, and I take my gun out. Yeah, it does 1d10 damage plus 10 if you hit. It's because we're sharpshooters. It's super powerful.
As you take
he's
your gun
gonna-
out, you just notice that Joe takes out a parchment and starts writing and scribbling down.
He's going to look at the gun and then look back at the acid globe and look at the gun and look back at the acid globe.
I'm spinning the gun. It's fucking cool. I'm doing a thing. Like,
Could I get a performance check out of both of you?
absolutely. I was born for this.
-1.
Plus 4. Barley's a showman.
He after looking back and forth for a few minutes, he's going to grab your hand and try to pull it down like he wants to like grab the gun and do it himself.
Hell yeah. I take the bullets out of the gun and hand it to him. I'm gonna spin that bitch.
He's like Revolver Ocelot right now and just going at it, spinning them all around, and he's dropping them on the floor. And
That's my boy.
I cast the light spell on the gun. Make it glow.
it surprises the hell out of him, and he drops it momentarily.
Oh,
and then
no. Don't break.
wouldn't that be convenient?
No.
And then he picks it back up and just still spinning it around and like playing with it and everything. And Uru looks, as this is happening, she's like, was there anything else that you needed help with while you guys are here, or were you just wanting to know about the child? What is his name, by the way?
It's Craig. There's no discussion. It's absolutely 100% Craig.
She's gonna look down at the child and she's like, "Is that right?" And he's going to annoyedly furrow his brow and shake his head.
Don't do it. God damn it. Craig, we talked about this.
So maybe you can help us with his name, because obviously he can't speak, and Barley is very committed to naming him Craig, even though the child doesn't seem to like it. I don't know what else to call him.
She's gonna say, "Well, if he can't speak, then I'm not sure how we're to learn his name unless are you his parents? Why don't you know his name?"
I'm his
No.
protector. Guardian, some would call it.
We found him on boat.
We found him on a boat full of dead people who weren't dead and necromancers. It's not weird though. Totally legitimate.
Don't have story for you.
And I'm going to recount the exact same story that I told her last night.
She's going to say, "Wow, that's interesting. Is definitely the first time I've heard that story."
So as you can
I
see,
went right
I'm
Joe
inside
got
making
out.
us
I'm
on the
making
wrong boat.
embellishments because I want to make story and sell book.
She's gonna be like, "Well, how am I to know what's true and not true then?"
I said that I killed everything, but it wasn't me. I almost died 3 times.
Like, wow, that is quite the adventure, Master Kobold. Uh, I'm just curious. Why didn't was his mother not on the ship? Like, what happened?
You was in room alone. Even Captain, after everything, said, I don't know how kid come on ship.
And she's gonna say, and where did you guys come from on the ship? That was Lutan, right?
Yes.
Just curious. If you're looking for his mother, wouldn't it make more sense to start in, the
All
place
right.
you
It's
came from?
easy to come
you,
in at
you
hour
see,
11.
there be issue. There be issue. No go. No go.
We have a
First,
lot of quests to do, and we can't just be running around looking for people's mommies all the time. We'll get there, because I heard there's a machine gun shop that I need to visit as well, so it's on the to-do list.
She's like, okay, just curious, as it did seem
It's
rather
judgy.
odd.
It sounds really
no.
judgy.
We bring back after this gone. I know you take
I
time.
guess
You
we're
good
ready.
wizard.
We're ready for the great unhandcuffing.
She's gonna say,
No.
well, speaking of
Take
that,
that.
I'm still not quite ready. I will need
no.
probably till the end of the day. If you come back tonight or before it close, I will definitely have that done. I have all the ingredients. I just need a little bit more time to prepare the spell.
You take time. You good wizard.
Seth is like, we're doing one battle with Joe not able to cast magic.
I will spend the entire time singing and being useless like last time. You didn't need me then, you won't need me now.
I mean, just because you can't cast magic can still be cast on you, right?
So, yeah, can I clarify?
Weird.
So she's basically saying that he's got all this jazz in his head because he is a magic user not using magic, or something else on top of that? I think I
She
misunderstood it.
she doesn't know,
Okay, but she
but
thinks that he is a magic user.
she thinks that he could be trained.
God damn, I gotta find a real magic user in this place.
Not you.
No, not you. Not you.
Almost like you have two of them.
Not Bernie McBurney either.
Wow.
I'm feeling.
You
I'm
teach him to
feeling
make
judged.
grapes or whatever. That doesn't sound very useful.
Wow.
I feel attacked.
I'm lashing out. I'm sorry.
We're gonna change the direction of this song. Instead of a father wasn't there, it's gonna be a father who was overbearing.
He's
Well,
gonna
he
be
didn't
a,
get any
he's
sleep
gonna be a
last night.
gunslinger. He's
So
gonna
the
be
next
just
time I
like me.
cast Scorching Ray, one of the rays, can I aim it at Barley's hand? Is that possible?
You can aim it wherever you want.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Just
unless
checking.
oh wait, I was gonna say I want to go and figure stuff out, but I believe that we have a certain Rodoc that wants to ask about scrolls.
Yes. Rodak would like to learn all about the availability of scrolls and.
Ball out.
If we waste even 5 more minutes of her time, she will not complete the spell today. So unfortunately,
She's gonna look. She's like, "Well, I had spells yesterday, but somebody came and bought all of the spell scrolls."
Can I just say thank you so much for telling me about my boy? Here's 108 gold.
Wow, so generous.
That's yeah, we're cleaned out, guys. I'm sorry, we have 0 gold left.
Yeah, it's just gone. Bye.
Hey, he's a cat now. Aw. Wait, go back.
There was a
What?
cat behind you.
Yeah, that's Kale.
Yeah, that was better.
Yeah, the cat's behind you now.
She's gonna say, "Yeah, yes, I do have a few scrolls. Excuse me, a few scrolls available in stock, and I also I am gifted in the art of scroll crafting. if you want to learn more about that.
Yes, please do give me insight regard. So what is specifically required to say transfer the knowledge from, and I do like a little bit of an elbow to Efts, say a particular talent of his uh to write myself a manual on how to perform the same magical feat.
She's like, well, it is a very complex process, but it does involve there has to be somebody who has either seen or can cast the spell, because I will need to extract the memory of that from the user. Um, just know that if I do this, then the user will no longer know about that spell.
Oh, I see.
So I generally, when I do this, it's people who have seen it. It's not necessarily people who have the ability to cast it, as that can become problematic. If you don't know about a spell, how can you cast it?
Right, 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 right.
Um,
So,
Oh,
and
wait,
just
I can get rid of something?
and just so you know, it also is. I don't know myself, but it is, from what I understand, a less than pleasant process. Um, it is a little bit painful.
mm,
Learn to forget.
so would you say then that it would, if we were to optimize our situation, we should have a survivor of a great magical battle come, because then it would also be doubly advantageous that they can also forget the trauma of being in said
Fucking
battle.
hell.
Um, I'm not sure how many great magic battles are still happening these days, but theoretically, yes.
Wait. I did ask that. What I asked was a real question. You said it's unpleasant and can hurt, like to the person who's forgetting?
Yes, because this process isn't for Rodok to learn spells. It's to get a copy of a spell written on a scroll.
Mm.
And then using the power of mage, wizard, I just then learn the spell
Mhm.
or roll to learn the spell.
Mhm.
Um, I'm very excited about this because that means I can get rid of something I don't want. Right? You said that's it. You don't know it anymore.
I
Mhm.
mean, you have divine magic. Your magic is
I
paracast.
mean, so she says, to clarify, you'll still have the spell, and if it's been gifted to you, if you've learned it, but you won't remember it, so you won't know that you can cast it. If that makes sense, it is very complex.
Hmm.
So, is there a means for us to remind that person that such a spell exists that they would be able to get, or is a once and done kind of a deal?
I don't know. I've never needed to do that before, so I'm not really sure. I imagine, and if you can extract the memory, then there must be a way to put it back in. That would only make sense.
Indeed, that would make sense. And I turn to F's. This is something to consider. I know you do not enjoy the gifts bestowed upon your person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps
There's one
perhaps
filthy one I want to get rid of.
perhaps there is a
Which one?
which one in particular would that be?
Magic missile.
Oh, really? That's very interesting. That is actually something that I am looking for.
Okay, how'd I get rid of it?
She
I
says,
swore I'd never cast that spell.
well, it
Then
is
why
a
learn?
it is a process that takes several hours and much concentration. There is a cost to the spell depending on the level of the spell that I'm going to be transferring from the memory to the scroll. And like I said, it will take several hours of concentration to be able to transfer it over. If that's
Mm.
something that you want to do, we can arrange a time to get that done.
What are we looking at in terms of cost? Because while I initially thought we had considerably more gold, it seems that we had a very exciting night.
uh, Hold on, I have to figure it out.
You go through all this. By the way, it's
He's
300
like,
gold. Well,
he's like, how much gold do you have? 108. Yeah, we need 109.
It would be about 50 GP in order to do that, but I think, you know, we could maybe strike a deal if you wanted to, say, owe me a favor.
That we've been hearing that a lot lately. What is the typical favors that get used around these parts?
No, I agree. We owe you a favor.
She laughs hearing that from Joe. She says, "Well, you know, she's gonna kind of wave her hand around the shop. She's gonna say, you know, magical reagents are not easy to come by, and there are some that I am in need of. So nothing at the moment, but when the time comes, I may request that you retrieve some reagents for me to continue to be able to perform these services."
I like it.
So you're asking us to go monster hunting, yes?
No, people hunting. Cut off fingers.
She's gonna say, more or less. You know, I'm not the type to go out hunting creatures to further my spells, but you know, sometimes there is a necessary evil to the whole process.
Yes, yes. I have seen many initiate scale cliffs in order to retrieve a particularly glistening clump of bat guano. I understand.
Like,
Ma-
exactly.
Magical reagents are strange things, but the journey to retrieve them is often necessary.
Exactly.
I agree to these terms.
Okay. So I do have a lot of other tasks lined up. I haven't been quite this busy in some time. I have to continue to work on removing Jode's bracelet. I have another request from a private investor who has asked me to do something, and then we can work on that. So it may not be for a few days, and before I can complete the ritual.
That is fine. We have a number of other things happening at the moment.
You gotta go
it's not
visit some kid's mom.
We're very busy and important.
Mr.
Yes, Master
Is
Jode.
it-
What can I help you with?
Is it possible for you to sponsor the rest of these folks here in some sort of business venture, perhaps in gathering your reagents so that they may stay within bigger water longer than our allotted 72-hour period?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, holy shit.
Like she's gonna say, "Oh, you were only allowed to stay for 72 hours. That is."
They were.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. Why don't I see if I can put together some paperwork and put you on the books, and that may be something I can do. When you come back tonight for the scroll ritual, I will let you know and answer it by that point. But I just have to go through the proper red tape. You know how it goes.
I appreciate. And
I'd
if
say
you
this
need
is-
cardboard vouch, you can use Jode.
I say this is the most useful NPC in any game ever. Like
Mhm.
this one NPC solves all of our fucking problems for us.
That's because it's Tiamat.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Oh shit.
She's gonna say, well, in the meantime, I do have a few scrolls for sale. They kind of rotate in and out as people, you know, come and go. Do you want to see what we have in stock?
Absolutely.
I turn the bag open. There's no gold inside. I'm just like, oh no.
So without just listing them all, these are the ones that she has right now.
Isn't it just a yay?
No, that's
Nope,
on
Oh
the
that's
no,
into
they should.
dungeon.
Okay.
I'm just comparing to my spell list right now.
Like if any of those interest you, I'd be happy to get you a quote. But the prices
Oh.
are not public.
It'll
The
take long
invisible
starting.
openings hole.
Tasha's hideous laughter is a
Yeah.
super fucked up spell. That's amazing.
I will let you know it is not the variant that was made by the legendary wizard Tasha. It is just the straight hideous laughter. Be
That
level
is
1
fine.
spell.
How much is Hideous Laughter and Longstrider?
Hideous Laughter is 150 GP.
Whoa.
But again, if we're striking a deal here, I may be able to lower that price a little bit.
No fucking way.
And Longstrider is 25 GP.
We have a certain standard of living that we've begun to accept that I refuse to compromise on.
Barley, how much gold we got left?
We have 5 gold.
Barley, how much gold do we actually have left?
I hand her 20. I hand her the 25 GP. This will make Rodok happy. It'll keep him more useful.
Longstrider is amazing. What are you talking about?
If you were watching Trance 8 stream, you would know exactly how much gold we have. That's your
I just
problem.
handed her 25 GP out of my own personal stash.
Twitch.gp/translate. Wait, are you actually? Do you
we
actually
have
25
4 viewers.
GP in your
Let's
own
go.
personal
Yep. I never spent anything.
stash?
All
Was that part of your
4 of the
starting gold?
viewers.
I didn't put anything into the party gold. I
Shari.
kept my mouth shut.
And then 3 people I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You said you had gold from your starting gold that you haven't used?
Yep.
Okay.
I've been holding on to it.
She's gonna say, gladly, yeah, I would definitely do that. And she hands you she takes your 25 gold and hands you the scroll of Longstrider.
There we go.
Cool. I'm just adding scroll Longstrider.
There. No more arguing.
You're never
Got the
gonna use
scroll.
that.
I'm pretty
You're
sure
never
F's
gonna use that.
owns it. You don't own it. What makes you think that's yours?
I assume
alone.
F's is going to. I'm assuming F's is going to give it to me.
No, I was going to
Well,
feed
you
this to the
assume.
mushrooms.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he needs some pulp in order to get that mycelium to really grow.
You know,
Give him the scroll.
I have this vellum from the boat. If you wanted to just
Fair
rip that
trade.
up.
There you go. Fair trade. And I add some
thank
vellum to my mushroom pouch.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I will treasure this for as long as it takes me to learn the spell. And then I'm pretty sure it disintegrates after I learn the spell. So
I think
so
that one
that-
is 100% chance on one that's that low, isn't it?
I gotta pull up. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's like level 1 through maybe I want to say 3 or cantrip through 3 is 100%, and then it drops to like 25%
Learning
per level after that.
spells. When you find a spell first or higher, you can add to your spell book if the spell copy and spell. Where's this fucking scroll, though?
Okay, so you have to make a Arcana check equal to DC 10 plus the spell level. If whether or not the DC is successful doesn't matter. The spell scroll will be destroyed when attempting to do this.
Yeah, that's the one. All right. Here we go. Arcana check. Don't fucking.
We're doing this now?
Doing this now.
Okay.
Arcana.
Crit fail, crit fail, crit fail, crit fail.
Yeah. Barely.
That was close.
Whoa.
She's going to Uru is going to be watching this whole time, and she's going to say, next time when you do this, might I suggest using the guidance spell ahead of time so that way you have an increased chance at succeeding on that? That would just be the smartest thing to do, I think.
Yes, that probably would have been. I was just taken away by the moment.
I know you were very excited. I could see it in your face.
Yes, thank you.
All right, let's long stride our way over to.
He will never use it. Not even
at
one time.
Enclave.
I put it in chat. I will keep track of it for the next 800 sessions. He will never use it.
He's gonna use it once just to prove you wrong,
No,
and
if we
not
get
for any
out
other
of,
reason.
If we get out of this session, right, he might use it today, but outside of that, he will never use it. It's that spell that's nice to have, but you're not going to burn a spell slot for it. Like.
Yeah, but it scales by 10 feet for every spell slot, so I can add 30 feet of movement to myself in running away. Thank you vastly underestimate my cowardice.
That's true. He hiding lockers.
Hiding
He loves
toilet.
bathrooms. I don't understand why. He just loves them.
Gotta cast your
It's his
spells out of line
comfort
of
zone.
sight. You gotta
All right,
cast it out of
are
line of
we
sight.
are we
All
ready to
right,
head
to the
to
bats.
Bat Kid's house?
Yep.
I thought it was supposed to go at night.
No.
I know. He just said
Especially
today.
not at night.
Yeah.
He specifically said, "Do not come at night."
His mom is
Oh,
angsty.
I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I thought he had said come at night, but not tonight. And I was sitting here this whole time thinking, man, this is definitely a trap that he's trying to set up.
It still could be a trap. I'm pretty sure Seth wants you to fight one battle without magic, so I'm pretty sure it's still a trap.
I'm not going to fight. I'm just going to take out my fucking instrument and play music.
What if you can breathe fire? Would you still not fight? Or breathe acid?
TBD.
Okay, all right, that's what I thought.
All right.
Um,
To the bats.
To the
so you're going
bats.
to the bats.
To the
So
bats.
Can we call it the Batcave?
it
Yes.
definitely doesn't look like a cave when you get there. So
To the Batmans.
as you leave, and you look at the directions you were given, the the house that you're looking for is not far off. Outside of like the main district that you've been in this whole time. It's not like it's up, in kind of like the higher end district, and you pretty easily find the house you're looking for, in a residential area. Like I said, somewhat nearby, and it's kind of a, it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's run down, but it's pretty average. And for, like I said in the description of this place, this is kind of a Orgrimmar-esque type city. So it's kind of just like a, almost like just like a hut with like a burlap sack for the front flap of the house.
Section 8 has gotten really bad over here.
Yeah, a little bit. So what would you guys? Are you guys just gonna go right in? Or are you guys gonna?
Hello, the house.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Not subtle.
I didn't yell. I didn't go in. I yelled outside and just pulled somebody's flap apart.
Craig, this is why you need a different teacher.
I also assume this is a cave, right? This
Oh,
isn't
it's
just a
definitely
house.
not. No.
Oh no, I was joking. Calling it the Batcave. It's a hut.
Sorry, I remember I
Is
need
this-
to do one other thing
Is
real
this
quick.
Orgrimmar music?
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's Orgrimmar music and ambiance. World of
We're
Warcraft
never gonna
1
make any
hours.
money, Josh. Every time we post this, they take our money back.
It's okay. They're being bought by Microsoft. It's fine.
As I'm pretty sure video game music is like DRM free no matter what. I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Except for with some like weird exceptions. But anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so as you yell, within a few seconds, a familiar face is going to pull the curtain aside, or the front door flap aside, and surprisingly look at you. It's like, "Oh my god, you guys actually came?"
Hey, it's Batboy.
Happens every once in a while.
He's
Hello,
like, I was
Batboy.
beginning to think you weren't going to come. And he's gonna look back. He's gonna shout back in. You hear you yell, scream. It's like, "Mom, we got guests!"
Oh my god. We have a weird situation here, guys.
I align myself immediately with the bats. I love these people. They need our help desperately.
Sorry,
And
Batboy, we spent a lot of time with Magic Lady this morning. We had tons of stuff for her.
he's gonna like wave his hand and like wave you in. He's gonna say, "Just come on in. We can have a seat. Have a seat." And he's like kicking stuff off of like chairs and stuff, and there's like piles of random garbage everywhere, and he's just like clearing off places for you to sit. He's like, "Come on, sit down, make yourselves at home."
God.
But there's not even close to enough seats for everybody.
I'm gonna need another word, apparently. This is a bad situation.
you see in the back, there's an older woman who is like furiously preparing something in the kitchen area. And the kid's gonna say, "Mom, get some refreshments. They need drinks. You guys all thirsty?" Like, the kid's a little frantic and.
Whoa! Slow down there, kid. We're okay.
I'll take
Don't need to go in any trouble. Oh God.
A nice tea would be lovely, I believe. We
And
drank quite a bit the prior night.
when you ask for that, I don't want to scream right right now, but he screams to the back. He's like, "Mom, need tea and beer. Come on, let's go." And she's like frantically trying to prepare everything and bring it over.
Can we see, like, I guess the kitchen area where she's at?
Yeah, it's like maybe 20, 30 feet away.
Can I mosey on over and ask her if I can help?
Try to help.
She goes, "Oh, Master Kobold, no, I can take care of this. I got it." And she's just as frantic and nervous as the kid is.
We'll try.
So as she's giving out refreshments to everybody, the kid's gonna say, so you guys, right? You guys are looking for the wolves. Is that what I understand? Am I right about that?
That is correct.
Yep.
The mother's gonna say, she's like, well, we know exactly everything about the wolves. We could tell you exactly where they are. But we need a favor. And the kid's gonna look back to her and be like, "Mom, I was getting there. Can you just give me a minute?" And she's gonna just scoff it off and like walk back to the kitchen area. And the kid's gonna say again, like, we know everything about the wolf family. My name is Gaklu. We are obviously this. We're bats. We're pretty poor though, and we really need some help. So if you want to know where the wolves are, we can tell you, but you need to help us first.
Sounds like a
What
fetch
kind of
quest
help?
is coming in, but that's okay.
I don't know what that means.
What kind of help? Why don't you tell us
He's
what you need?
well, we really need help. We need you to do a favor so we can. Man, I don't know how to say this. We need to get noticed by the dragons. I'm so tired of being poor and so tired of living, having to go do, clean up other people's shit every day. We need, and then like as he's like stammering and stuttering, his mom comes over and she's like, we really need help. Like you said, we know we can help you and you can help us. You're not from around here, right? So no one will even know. You can come and go and get this done for us.
Okay,
And-
you're still not answering the question. What do you need done to get noticed?
Yeah. What do you
Um,
propose?
He's like, well, that's what I was kind of hoping you guys would figure out. Like, we need to do something. Like, I'm tired of this. It's like
How do people around here gain station?
It's like, well, everything is just respect based, right? Like, you just need to be respected with the dragons, and the only way to do that is, honoring each other. He's like, it's this. I don't know how to put this. It's like I need you to stage a break in for me.
A break
Ah.
in where?
He's gonna say the armadillos. It's like I need
Wow.
you to stage a break in with the armadillos, but I need you to make it look like somebody else did it.
Oh.
And then I can come in, and he's kind of getting all like he's puffing up his chest. He's like, and then I can come in and save the day and know exactly who did it and what happened. As long as you did your job, I can come in and get all the credit.
Why would dragons care about armadillo?
He's like, they don't. He's like, but he's like, if we make it look if we make it look like the whale family did it, then who cares what happens to the whales? I will be able to go in and save the day, and then it's the bat family who gets noticed. Then
I
then people will
don't
start to
care about
respect us.
beings of other lower creatures.
What
I
have the
don't
whales,
care.
What have the whales done to earn such ire?
He's like, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Pick a different family. Elephants, fish, beetles. Just I don't care who you pick. But it was just an idea. I was throwing it out there. If you guys have a better
Bad
idea,
idea.
I'm open to it. I'm tired of living in poverty, and we need help.
Do you have, and Rodok is thinking, any kind of gladiator sports for gaining fame?
He's like, no, no. This is a mercantile town. This is traders and commerce. We don't have any blood sport.
I'm an expert negotiator. I can make a name for everyone.
Not about the dragon. He shoot, they beam out.
Yeah, I don't like your plan. You're hurting others to
Yeah,
make yourself look good.
That does not
It's like,
sound
well, no
good
one
at
would
all.
get hurt. No one would get hurt. I would be able to come in and know who.
Well, family get hurt.
Yeah,
Or
but
armadillo, whoever that. It's not fair.
do you want info about the wolves or not?
No, I'm
We
good.
do, we do, but this seems like the kind of whirlwind that one sows and then reaps later at the worst possible time.
It's like, well, I don't know anything about that. We need to do something. It's
That
just
is fine.
me and Ma here, and it can't go on like this.
So I have a question for you then. If you build respect, and from what you've told me, that those who are living below you will find you as a target of opportunity in order to elevate their own personal stations. What's to protect yourselves and your newfound glory once we leave, and someone happens to find that you a group just of you and your mother are not just right pickings for their own elevation.
He's Can you roll persuasion for that actually?
Yeah. God. Can I roll well?
Can you roll a long strider for that for me?
I can. I get advantage for rolling long strike.
He's gonna say he's like that doesn't matter. That's not gonna happen. Once we're respected, then we can get good jobs, then we can get good food, we can get a better house. We can buy protection. We can like it. None of that stuff matters.
Where you get wealth.
It's like because I won't have to work this shit job cleaning up other people's messes. I can get a better job. I can work as a blacksmith or a tailor or something like that. But you know, they don't let people like us work those kind of jobs.
Who is that?
It's like it's everybody. It's just the way it goes around here. If your family's not known, then nobody will hire you.
You won't be known?
Yes, we want to be. We want to be famous. We want to be powerful. We need something to change.
How important is Cobalt favor to the dragons?
Kobold favor to the dragons. The kobolds just come and go and they do their business. They don't really interact too much with the families. They just come to trade and that's pretty much it. The kobolds, we just make sure we don't anger them because if they stop coming, then so does the money.
Mm.
So in a mercantile town, then the kobolds wield tremendous power. Yes.
He
So
looks
if
at
you
you
were
confused and he's like, yeah, I think I'm following.
So, if power here is equated to how well one does financially, what is there to say that if we are able to secure you a monetary sponsorship with the kobolds, would that not also elevate your station without having to destroy the lives of someone else?
Clearly, like not getting it, his mom like chirps in and she's like, what would we have to offer to the kobolds? We got nothing. He's like, but we do have information. We know the other
Exactly.
families. So what do the kobolds want from us though? Like we're not.
We have a kobold with us. If you are to further his mission by providing us information, by his elevated glory will also trickle down to you. Yes. I'm trying to teach some trickle down economics here.
I'm kicking up on that. He's like, well, I mean, yes, but I mean that still doesn't change the fact that we don't have anything to sell for them. They're only here to trade. What am I supposed to give them?
Information is worth trade.
Information is money.
It's like, and if it was worth anything, then I wouldn't be living like this. And his mom was
maybe
gonna.
you have not found the right buyer.
Or you're a poor salesman.
The bats can be known for their ability to learn of things and to the right buyer give those things away. That seems something that the bats can be very well known for. But you have to be willing to let people know of your abilities, to give that information, to seek that information, and to do it secretly. I can spread that word. At least to the kobolds, and mayhaps to the dragons.
He's gonna say, I just none of this makes sense to me. I don't understand how that's supposed to get the upper houses to notice us.
The upper houses would notice you because you will have the information on all of the houses.
So you don't want let me the mom chimes up. She's like, so let me get this straight. You don't want us to do bad things. You just want us to sell information to the other houses so that they can do bad things instead? Yeah, that all checks out, doesn't it?
Yes, it does exactly.
You know of the bad things of the other houses.
Yes, but see,
just because you know of the bad things doesn't mean that you are bad people.
Have you ever heard of the concept of two negatives equal a positive?
That's true.
It's a very basic mathematical concept. If you give them all negative information, their internal strife is going to keep them all busy from harming the populace as a whole. Therefore, it is a net gain for the rest of us.
And also, this assures your safety. If everybody knows that you know everything, then nobody will touch you because then everyone will know the bad things.
So can the two of you roll persuasion or one roll persuasion with
I would like to have Jode roll while I support him with advantage.
Okay.
Can I please roll with advantage?
Well, you rolled a nat 20,
crit.
so it doesn't
No,
matter.
that's a nat
Oh.
20.
Never. I didn't even look. All right. I didn't even look.
Because apparently you don't need it.
So the kid starts to go to like disagree again. Excuse me. And he's like, but that still doesn't. And then the mom's like, shut up. And she's like, I think I understand what you're saying. It's like, but that's not the way things work around here. She's like, we'll make you one more deal.
Would you like to take a young boy to aid in your endeavors?
Well, she's like, what if we make one more deal? You try it your way, and if it doesn't work, then you do it our way. Otherwise, you get nothing. We won't tell you anything.
Very well. I'm confident that our way will work beautifully.
If it doesn't work, you can take Rodok into your bed.
I mean, yes.
She flashes bedroom eyes at Rodok.
I am so confident in my plan that I believe that yes, I am willing to lay my body on the line.
And the kid goes, but mom, that wasn't part of the plan. What are you doing?
I wink at the mom.
I would like him to roll for that.
Roll to wink.
I hope charisma.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my god.
She's like, no, honey, go to your room. No. She's like, well, just trust me. She's like, I'm your mother. I know what's best. Just trust me. And he's gonna scoff and storm off and disappear to the other side of their hut. Disappear behind the knot walls.
The curtain, the beaded curtain.
She's like, well, when are you gonna? When am I gonna know? How am I gonna know this worked?
1 week's time.
You will have somebody at your door asking for information. You will also have us giving you information, and we will teach you how to seek it out.
So 1 week, and then we'll know if this worked, and then okay. One week.
Your business should be taking off in a week.
Like, I don't know what business I'm supposed to be starting here, but you know,
the business of information selling, obviously.
just say she's like, okay, you have 1 week, and then we'll see how it goes.
All right, team. I've initiated this. It is now up to you.
You initiated? You get the fuck out of here!
I was gonna say, I think Joe rolled that 20.
I rolled a 20,
And they're both like, we're out.
True.
I think you guys are discounting how great my role to be charming is. So, but yeah. So I'm thinking that since we're not going to directly get any information out of them for this, we should just go try talking to the dragons and just seeing what's up. Thoughts?
I think Jode is going to have the only chance with the dragons. They are super highborn, and we are.
I mean, I assume the dragons are the dragonborn, so because Seth has made offhanded remarks about them on and off,
So far, it has not worked out that way. But like I said,
assume
if
the
any
dragons are gunslingers, and
So I will say,
be the face.
Jesus Christ. I think we're gonna call it there, actually, only because again, we're at a crossroads point where I want to know what your plan is so I can prepare accordingly. So by next session,
I would like some kind of battle that I can utilize Longstrider for, so Will can shut the
You
fuck
will
up.
never ever use it.
yeah, it doesn't have to be anything specific. Just like, are you guys going to go talk to the dragons, or what your plan is to achieve this goal for
Sounds like
the
we're
Bat
talking
family?
to the dragons, but
Yeah, I do want to talk to the dragons. I also, I guess I do want to ask questions of these two about like the different houses that are, I guess, in their neighborhood, and the general, I guess, way of the hierarchy here. Those are the, I guess, two things that I want the most. I would also like to try to find a space for them to have their business set up in.
Okay.
We also have to just go back and get that spell done at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So still stuff with Uru.
I'm just jotting notes down.
I'm gonna stop by that orphanage and drop Craig off.
what the? I don't appreciate the aspersions cast against my character. Literal character. I've done a fine job by Craig. You all wanted me to leave him with the captain up in whatever the fuck we were. So can't all take the high road now.
The captain seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah.
It probably would have done right by Craig.
Leave him with Captain Bobby. I don't
He
appreciate
would have
the
made it back to
aspersions.
Lutan.
Yeah, but Lutan sucks. We've seen proof of that over and over again.
It's true.
I mean, you've only seen one thing about Lutan. You guys weren't there for very long.
They do have a machine gun shop, so I do appreciate that.
They do have a machine gun shop.
For a person who doesn't cast spells and has all of their stuff happening in Lutan, you seem to be pretty against it.
No, I want a machine gun. I'm very disappointed if we get back. Like, you've put this out in the world multiple times, Seth, that there is a shop that sells machine guns in Lutan.
There are multiple. No, you guys put that out into the world.
You've agreed.
Unfortunately, because of the wanton use of magic throughout the world, the machine gun stores have been destroyed. That's why we've been trying to get you guys to stop
Also,
using there.
Machine
Gotta be
guns
like-
cost 1,000,000 gold.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, only
bullet.
if you get the ones with the wood handles.
Yeah. Listen, we have 108 gold. It's fine.
See, it's fine.
So March 7th. That sound right to everybody?
Is that 2 weeks?
Yes.
That does sound like 2 weeks to me.
Sounds like a plan.
Man, I wanted to do like some voices tonight, but my throat is fucking. Every time I try to do it, it's like
Just
making me
catches.
cough. Yeah. I think.
So March 7th is the next game.
Yeah. I had to do a presentation today in an area of my work that was basically by 2 giant CNC machines, and I had to scream over them the whole time.
So,
Ooh.
yeah,
Not good.
So, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm ending the stream, so everyone say goodbye to our 4 viewers. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.